And
Well, hoes in the house. Hey, what's up,
all
ho ho?
right, and we are on the air right now.
Oh, me love my ho ho from UK. Yeah, I do. What's up, brother?
Hey, we got to represent. We have to represent our friends from the other side of the pond. So what's going on today, Therion?
At the moment, just like moving some stuff into different rooms, so I've got somewhere comfy to sit.
Ah,
Other than that, it's been like about normal for me.
with you,
Which
what is normal?
think of the most fucked up day you can have, times it by 10, and that's normal.
I see. Don't think my
Yeah,
average day work.
Jason, it's 3 a.m. there for him.
Yeah, I know. I looked up at my clock. I'm going, man, it's 9:30. This guy's a trooper. Do you ever sleep?
Rarely.
Rarely.
I'm going to do it for like about an hour or two at a time.
Yeah, I noticed that with the entire Mandela effect community. It seems like that's all we need anymore is 1 or 2 hours of sleep. We're wide awake, and if something's nagging at us or it got us mad, we don't know what it is, or we'll get 2 hours of sleep and we'll wake up and we're bouncing off the walls, happy as could be, full of energy, and there's no stopping us.
With me, it's like when I wake up, I feel like worse than before I went to sleep. You know, like less energy and all that.
I do that from time to time. It's kind of rare though. Like this morning, I woke up at 2:30 in the morning. I was mad. I was ticked off. I was screaming. I have no idea at what or about what or why about what. I guess I was dreaming about something that made me extremely mad. And I could not go back to sleep to save my soul after I calmed down. I drank 4 beers to try to knock myself back out. That didn't work. I said, the hell with it. It's 6 o'clock. I got to get up an hour anyway. So just make 2 pots of coffee today and go with it.
Yeah, that sounds pretty much like what I do. Try and knock myself out or drink a load of coffee to try and get some energy.
Or at least knock a little bit of that zombie mode off, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny because a coworker of mine were talking at work, and she's a night owl too. And it was like you get to work, and it doesn't matter if you're like you got a good night's sleep before or you stayed up late. You feel the same way at work. Like tired, drained. Oh my gosh, what's going on? Right? And as soon as like right about the time you get off, you start waking up. By the time you get home, we're doing the whoo whoo. We're gonna be up all night tonight. Whoo whoo, can't sleep. Next morning, doesn't matter. You know what? Doesn't matter if we went like last night. Went to bed early. Went to bed hell early last night. All day at work. She went to bed hell early last night. All day we're yawning. Doesn't matter. Might as well stayed up till 2 or 3 o'clock last night. Don't matter.
Nope, it don't. It don't matter. My job, it's high energy because I've got to move things that weigh a lot. I mean, those boxes of tiles, some of them weigh 90 pounds a piece. Most of them weigh 50. So I'm constantly picking heavy shit up. Our toolboxes weigh, let's see, Bob's toolbox weighs 85 pounds. Mine weighs 50. I don't keep it full of garbage that's not needed. But all day. And then you got the mortar buckets, you got the bucket of water you got to keep with you all times. You got 4.5 gallons of water. I don't know how much that is in liters, so I'm sorry I don't have a converter in front of me. But yeah, that's a lot of heavy lifting.
You know, I think sometimes people don't realize that emotional jobs are just as straining as physical jobs. They really are.
Well, there's a difference between the emotional jobs and the physical jobs. The physical jobs, they keep you pumped up all day. They keep you moving all day. So that actually generates its own energy. Now, the jobs where you got to sit there at a computer, talk to people on the phone, and all you're using is emotions and logic, that is literally draining, and there's nothing to pump you up during the day.
Oh, no. Right? Especially if you get a day where it's like one bad call after another bad call after another bad call. Oh, my God. By the end of the day, you feel like you just been whooped. Like, damn.
That'll drain you real quick. That drains you real fast. Doing my voice acting, I have got to say that voice acting is probably one of the most emotionally draining jobs I've ever tried to undertake ever before in my life. Because you get, for every one job that says yes, whether it pays or not, I'm taking it. I've taken on 5 non-paying projects just because they said yes. But for every one job you get 100 no's. We can't use you for this project. And you do have to try to take it in stride. But man, you talk about it crushing the ego. It's a blow.
Welcome to sales, brother. Welcome to sales.
Oh, yeah. And the thing is, you're selling eyeglasses, even though you've got to sell yourself to sell whatever it is you're selling.
I'm selling dental products, but yeah, the same thing. Yeah, it's like,
with what I'm doing, I am literally, the only thing I'm selling is me. That's the only thing I'm selling. I'm not trying to sell you a vacuum cleaner. I'm not trying to sell you a car. I'm not selling you a new computer, although I was good at that. The only thing I'm selling is me. And when you get one yes out of 100, that's 99% of the people that say, nope, we don't need you. Man, that's 99% of the population that thinks you're shit.
What's that? Therion, you said you were you work from self-employed. What do you do, brother?
I do a mixture. Build computers and sell them. Random repairs on stuff you like, old VHS players, record players, stuff like that.
Wow.
They take jobs on the side, like assembling flat pack furniture.
So you're like an old school tech.
Yeah.
Yeah. I also do like bartending work occasionally when I can get it. Just try and get extra income.
See, that's how most computer techs here started out in the 90s up to I guess 2005. You can get away with that here in the States. Now it's ridiculous. Now you got to have a certificate, you got to have a license, you got to have this, you got to have that, and it's like, wait, I literally make $500 a year doing this at this point in time, because now you go to Walmart, buy a brand new computer when your old one breaks, and it's cheaper to buy a new $300 computer than it is to spend $400 to fix your other one. And you can forget about data recovery here in the United States.
Well, ain't that just like the new iPhones or smartphones? Like you get a new phone, oh dandy, oh got everything. Oh wait a minute, your battery died. Your battery costs as much as a new phone. Like what?
Yep. My boss had an iPhone 7 X, and the battery was going out in it. He went to go buy a battery. The battery was $585 installed. Had to be shipped out to have the battery installed because they can't just do it there in the store because they're freaking glued in with this weird special glue. And they literally have to take the entire phone apart to do it. And the labor on it was something like $300. So for less than the cost of the battery and the labor, my boss said the hell with it, he bought an iPhone 8.
Going that way with TVs as well, though.
Oh yeah, used to be you could take the back off a TV, reach in, pull out one tube, put another tube in, it worked. Or you'd reach in, you'd pull out the soundboard, put a new soundboard in it, it would work. And a lot of TVs used the same soundboards, or you could upgrade the soundboard. Then it got into everything was integrated circuits and stuff, and you were actually still able to go in and fix them if it had a bulging capacitor in there or a blown diode. Now you open them up and you look at it, you're going, huh? I mean, the capacitors and resistors and diodes now are so small, I could fit 300 capacitors on my middle fingernail that have the same exact capacity as some that used to be something like, I don't know, 1/4 inch, 8 millimeter in diameter, and 13 mil, 1/2 inch tall. Same capacity. And I'm going, I wouldn't even know where to start trying to fix this thing.
Yeah, it's like I had a flat screen TV I got a few years back, and it cost me like, it was only a cheap one, you know, the HD ones with the built-in preview box things. It cost me like 120 quid. Lasted about a year, then it's like packed up. So opened it up to have a look to see, you know, what like needed replacing. And the actual circuit board, what needs replacing, cost like 200 quid.
Costs more than TV.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got a 26-inch Insignia TV that needs a main board. Now, I found a main board for it on eBay for, I think it was $30. And I almost bought it, and then I noticed how much they wanted for shipping. $275 for shipping. And I said, nope. I'll just switch over to my 42-inch. Get it.
Yeah, it's the one I had. What broke it was like cheap German brand, what I got from Tesco's. And it's like, when I found out how much it cost, you know, for the circuit board, I went and had a look in the store. I got one for like 90 quid, what was like slightly smaller, but it had built-in DVD player. So I was like, yeah, that'll do.
Yeah, I'll just do that.
Yeah.
See, I'm myself, I got lucky when my 26-inch monitor went out. Somebody else was giving away a 42-inch monitor, so I said, yeah, I'll take it. Because I plugged it in, it came on, the freaking screen came up perfect. I said, yeah, I'll take it. Get it home. That thing's awesome. It weighs a damn ton, though. Like I got this 90-pound TV sitting on top of my studio. But it works. Oh. Yeah, on the computer thing, it's crazy. And if you're running Linux like I do, because I don't run Windows for anything except playing music. I do everything else in Linux. The only reason I have Windows on my computer is because I still run an old ass version of Music Mash Jukebox because it works great, does exactly what I want it to do, and they don't have a version of it for Linux. um, Try finding a network card that works with Linux straight out of the box. Go for it. Try it. 9 out
Yeah,
of
that's
10.
practically impossible.
Well, the only ones that you could use are Realtek. And on this one, I had to get a PCIe 1 card for it. One of them little itty bitty card edges. And it's a Realtek, and I'm going, all right, now I'm online. You can't use 3Com. You can't use Broadcom either. They just will not work. It'll recognize it. They just won't use it. Unless you've already got it connected to the internet in some other way, shape, form, or fashion. Then you might be able to get it to work after spending 5.5 hours. It's ridiculous. I've spent so much time in the terminal emulator on here. I've gotten good at it. I've gotten real good at it. I won't even play my games in Windows anymore. All my Windows games, nope. I run them through an emulator. I've got an external hard drive that's got Windows XP on it, and that plays my old games because Windows 10 will not play them. Try putting Windows XP on something nowadays. Try it. You get a good laugh out of it. If you're dedicated and you work really hard at it, you might, just might, get it to work to an acceptable level to play games from the mid-90s. Which is what I use mine for. I'm playing all the old games I still got laying around. But you're not doing anything else. I'll tell you what, Adobe Photoshop in Windows XP in a virtual machine, that's a joke. It's one of the funniest things I ever did. That was hilarious. We had so much fun reading off all the crash errors. We spent 2 hours, me and my buddy, we just sat here and laughed our asses off for 2 hours.
Most of the gaming I've been doing recently has been like Xbox One.
Hey, Salt and Cedars and how you doing today, Salted?
Salted Cedar. What's up, brother?
I've got some I got a couple Xbox 360 games I want to try to make work on my computer, but I don't think it's going to work. I haven't even tried to load one. Go in there and
I'm thinking, you know, the like Xbox 360 discs. I wonder if they've got the security on them, like, you know, the old PlayStation discs.
Well, there's a workaround for them now. The original black PlayStation disc, they got a workaround for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you can get a if you could hack the controller, which is still USB, if you could hack that and make an adapter, they've actually got PlayStation emulators you could run on your computer. But you've got to own the physical disc.
Yeah. I was just thinking, remember, what was it, Spyro Year of the Dragon? On the original PlayStation.
I remember that game.
Yeah.
I never did beat that son of a bitch.
I got a copy of it like the proper way from a shop. My mate had like a copied one through his like Chip's PlayStation. I remember I could complete mine, but he could never complete his.
Yeah, the chip.
Like,
When you chip the PlayStation, it automatically locks out the last boss. You can't get to him no matter what.
yeah, that where the eggs things disappeared.
Yeah. Like, I know that egg's supposed to be here. It's in the freaking help guide. Where's it at? It ain't here.
Not all the
really?
ones you'd collected would start disappearing randomly.
Yeah. Oh, you son of a bitch.
Princess is in another castle.
Like Debbie said with Super Mario Brothers, the princess is another castle. What do you mean she's in another castle? On a fucking board. Go do something else. I play basketball or tennis.
Like,
yard where it's fucking sunshine and grass.
Funny one with that Super Mario World. Remember it, like the original Nintendo?
Yeah.
The cartridge when it came in like the boxes with all like the booklets, like all looking fancy. And it would give you like the information in the booklet, about the story to the game. One of the funniest things, I think it was about halfway through it, I'd like, those blocks Mario used to break. Where they'd have the coins in it and everything, just the regular ones.
Yeah.
It said about halfway through the booklet, it said like they were the like citizens of like the Mushroom Kingdom. They'd been turned into stones. So every time like Mario was breaking a block, he was committing murder. That's why some of them had coins and stuff in them, because you're actually, when you're killing them, you're mugging them as well.
Now you see, to make it even more realistic, they should have put necklaces, brooches, and diamond rings in there too.
Yeah, and I had a bit of blood spraying out.
Yeah. I mean, it should have been written like a Chucky movie on the cinematographic, on the graphics and stuff. No, it's just little bricks flying all over the place. Maybe the bricks were blood. I don't know. It's possible.
Yeah, but that would be funny though. Like a blood-soaked Mario. The more you run through it, the more blood-soaked he gets.
Or he hits certain bricks, and that fucking deal comes out where he just like twice the size. Because I mean, you know how a zombie gets right after it beats. I mean, it gets more powerful, just like a vampire does. So maybe that something got to do with that. I mean, maybe instead of a mushroom that makes it bigger, maybe it was a brain. I don't know. Kind of resembles one.
I've just thought something what would have made that game a lot more fun. If every time you broke a block, if it had like a random scream.
No kidding. This one kid on YouTube, I can't remember his name, but you can look this up. Hacked Roku. He makes this thing cuss and scream and stuff. Every time it bumps into something, it screams and it cusses. It's hilarious. He takes this thing to a Target where they sell them, and he's trying to demo this new version of the product. He's at like a total salesman, and it's one of the funniest things on earth. The manager's going, "I don't like this one bit." It was hilarious. And then he made a kitty mode for it where it doesn't cuss in case you have a house full of kids. It just screams and cries. He hacked out half the internals of this thing. So, I mean, it's no longer a vacuum because where all the debris goes is gone because he had to put a Raspberry Pi in there and a speaker. So, you know, a different speaker because the one that comes in, that thing is beep, 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 wasn't going to work. But it was freaking hilarious. Oh, the blue light on my network card does blink. I did not know that either. The inside of my computer is lit up by my network card. At least the bottom half.
Sweet.
Yeah, it's got this little blue LED on it. It's supposed to indicate if it's working or not. Well, it's a freaking desktop. How am I going to see that? I have it on my desk right in front of me with the side case off because I don't run them with the cover on. It's got a nice, pretty blue color to it. I can't wait to put my new video card in to see how bad I can break Linux. I know for a fact it's going to break Windows. I know that for a fact. Windows is going to go, oh my God! The video card! What is this shit? What do I do with it? Hell, it took Windows 45 minutes to stop spazzing out long enough for me to install the drivers for the damn video card. Or, not video card, but network card. What's this thing going to do when I'm running two video cards? One's going to be running VGA for my primary monitor. The other one's going to be running the DVI port for my secondary monitor. What the hell do you think this computer's going to do?
Probably
It's going to go fucking nuts. It's going to go fucking nuts. Because DVI always seems to want to run as the primary. I don't want DVI as the primary. I want VGA as the primary. However, computers aren't smart enough to figure this out yet. They really aren't. My built-in video card's got VGA and DVI. I actually have to unplug my DVI to boot my computer to make the primary display my VGA in Linux. I can plug the DVI plug in, turn my other monitor on, and it will grab that DVI and make it the secondary monitor. No sweat. Windows, on the other hand, I don't care what you do. The secondary monitor always runs as the primary. The DVI always switches over to primary, and you're going, that's not how it's supposed to be. And Windows automatically defaults to the maximum resolution, which on this old piece of shit is an unsupported resolution. I mean, it's only a 1080p monitor. This thing's trying to run some ungodly resolution that this thing's never even heard of before. It might be 42 inches, but son of a bitch. And this old Maxtent, it actually looks better in 720p than it does 1080. And I still haven't found a fix for that. I know there is one, but I have not found it. Yeah, my primary monitor I picked up at Walmart for what? The boss saw it for $90, 90 US. Yes, yeah, I'm grabbing it.
Yeah.
And I gotta tell you, this thing's great. All except for the freaking stand.
Or if you can hear a scraping sound, don't worry about it.
Oh no, the stand on this thing comes apart. I mean, I've had to put the fucking thing back together again 3 times.
No, I mean, if you can hear like a scraping sound, you know, in the background coming off my mic, don't worry about it. I'm just getting rid of some dust web for a fencing sword.
Oh, that's all right. You should have heard it one night when I was live streaming before you even found my channel. This guy was working on his motorcycle. He had to fabricate a new bracket for his muffler. He was out here beating on a piece of metal. So for an hour, with the windows shut, even though it's 1,000,000,000 degrees, it is stifling hot in this trailer because you cannot cool a trailer down. I've got the windows shut, and you can still hear it like I was standing right next to him. And I've got Scare Performance on it. He's going, "What the hell is that?" And I said, buddy, he's outside fixing his motorcycle. He's trying to fabricate a bracket. And he's going, no, he's not outside. Like, yeah, he's outside. Like, no, he's not. Like, yeah, he's outside. I don't know if you can see my screen.
Yeah.
I turned my camera on for a minute. I don't know if you can see this, but this microphone here picks up every fucking thing.
Yeah.
It will pick up a cricket fart from the neighbor's house. It's ridiculously powerful. And that was before I got this little miniature mixer. Now it's even worse.
So I've basically just got a phone to work with at the moment.
Oh. I got a couple great donations come in to rebuild the studio, and I got a bunch of used parts that were given to me from another friend of mine. I just built a whole new studio. I said, the heck with it. Let's go for it.
Well, I was actually wanting to have last month I had a plan that this month I was going to use the cash I own, like extra, to rebuild my computer, get like a proper setup. But then I had a basic shitstorm, and I've got to find somewhere else to go. So it's like every time I try and do something, I just get more obstacles.
Yeah. Oh, I know exactly how that goes. I know exactly how that goes. I went through that for 7 years. And I'm kind of scared now that I've got this set up together. I've got 2 jobs. I've got my tile setting job with Home Depot. And I've got my voice acting gig, which is, I got to say, really draining disappointment for all the work I seem to be getting. The guys that say, yeah, but they don't have a paycheck coming on it. Now that I've got this whole thing set up, I'm probably going to have to find somewhere else to live, and I've got nowhere to fucking go.
What's the cost usually on those trailers about?
I found one I could buy for $1 down, and it's $480 a month, including pad rent. It does not include utilities, but it does include trash to a point. But that thing needs a lot of work, and it's you're paying, you're buying the trailer. You generally don't rent trailers, you buy them, and you hope to hell they don't fall down.
Yeah.
You just pay for the place you put them. So you're wind up spending like $350 a month for a lot that's literally twice the size of your trailer. So if you got a 14 by 80 or a 16 by 80 trailer, you've got a 32 or 34 by, I guess, 120-foot lot. And that's gives you enough room to park 2 cars and 1 outside storage shed that the neighbor kids are going to break into to see what you have in it. That's what it gives you.
You could always do what I did like with my old coal basement a few houses back. It was like the neighbour kids would keep breaking in it, to see what was in there. And one of those outside door hatches.
Yeah.
So basically, walking along with my mate one night, and we'd been at the pub. We saw these mannequins in this skip. We ended up dragging them back, putting them in the basement, like bodies on the floor, putting sheets over them, and just tipping fake blood everywhere. And then chaining it up with a big padlock on it. And just for the overkill, I found one of the rat traps I'd in my fireplace, because rats kept getting in that way. It had this big dead rat in it, so I put it in the basement, right near the door, just so it would stink. I know it was a joke.
I love it.
I know it was a joke, but I wasn't expecting 4 police cars to be there within 5 hours.
Oh, I bet the Bobbies had a field day with that one.
They're looking round and they're like, "What the fuck?" I went, "Yeah, I know, it's just a prank."
They keep breaking into my shit, so this is what I did.
Yeah,
the cops showed up at my house one day. I got tired of people stealing my gas, so I put 2 gas cans out the front of my house, right in plain sight. Each gas can had a half a gallon of gas in it, and the rest of it was water. They stole both of them. They emptied them. They put them in their front car. They put the gas cans back. At least they didn't steal my gas cans, but they put the gas cans back. Well, they got about 50 feet up the road, broke down. Well, they called the cops and said that I gave them water. I was not home at the time when they did this shit. I got home. I seen their car on the side of the road busted. This guy's on the phone. I pull in the driveway. All right. I just nudge the cans with my hands. There's 2 empty gas cans. I go, well, he got his. Well, the cop showed up. Wanted to charge me with destruction of private property. I said, why? He goes, well, you put water in this gas tank. I said, it's not my fault he stole my emergency water supply. And what's really bad is both the gas cans had on the top of them on surgical tape written in pencil, not marker, pencil, the word water. They were plainly labeled. Nobody's stolen a gas from me ever again. I gotta remember the mannequins underneath the sheets with chains and padlocks and a dead rat in the freaking corner for the smell. I gotta remember that. That'll keep people from breaking into my shit.
Rotten fish is also good.
Well, yeah, that stinks pretty good after it goes to shit. Yeah. Yeah. And you can get that smell out a lot easier than you can a dead rat. A whole hell of a lot easier than a dead chicken, let me tell you.
Yeah, just combine them, make it really stink.
Either that or just leave some Limburger cheese out uncovered. I mean, who's going to know the fucking difference? I mean, that smells the fucking same. Hey, man, when was the last time you washed your feet? That is not dirty feet. That is my lunch. Really? Now, who the hell invented Limburger cheese anyway? Who thought it would be a good idea to eat something that tastes like ass?
The Germans.
Smells. And what's bad is I'm part German. I should know this crap. You know, that would probably be the best benefit of a hard Brexit. You would not be able to import Limburger cheese to Britain ever again. Although you got your neighbors to the north in Scotland, and they make haggis, which
Yeah.
I tell you, when that's cooking, it ain't no better.
Yeah, that's like the smell of rotten maggots.
Yeah.
Shit, you know, it's like I worked at this animal sanctuary once, and there was this like big, you know, like those big containers you like they have on ships. There was one of them where they stored all the dry food, sort of like cat food and dog food in there. And there were pigs what got into it, actual pigs, and they'd eaten a load of it.
Oh
No
no.
one had known because they got through like a rusted hole in the side. And it's like when that one was opened up, I was there, and it's like the maggots everywhere, and just the smell of it. At first, because I hadn't seen the maggots, I thought someone's cooking haggis. That was my exact thought.
It's the exact same smell.
Yeah.
It is. It's the exact same smell. I don't know about you, but I actually like haggis. Even though it stinks like hell when you're cooking the shit, I do like it. If it's made right.
One of them foods I've never liked.
Well, that's probably because I'm part Scottish too. I don't know. I'm not part Brit.
I'm part Scottish, but I don't eat haggis.
Not many people do. In fact, as I found out, not many Scots people do it anymore either. You can pass the smell of it cooking. I mean, the right way to cook that shit takes like 12 hours. After like the 7th hour, the smell goes away. And then it starts to smell like somebody's cooking something real. But yeah, the memory of the first 7 hours of that shit cooking, you're going,
I'm not eating that.
no, I ain't touching that shit with that bowl. And I'm sorry to all my friends in Scotland, but it's true. Haggis stinks when you cook it. It's like corned beef and cabbage. That shit stinks like hell when you're cooking it at first.
But it tastes
Boy,
good.
is that good. But I love haggis. But it's not legal to make here in the United States.
Damn it, I need to move over there so I can escape it.
You better do it before Trump hits his wall. He starts building that wall against, with the United States-Mexican border. He might not stop there. He might build a damn seawall around the entire fucking country.
There's one thing people keep forgetting, like about that with the wall. What if Mexico decide to build stairs on their side?
There's absolutely not a damn thing to stop them.
Yeah, they could build stairs. Make like a zip line at the top.
There's nothing to stop them. Stairs going up.
I reckon.
Yeah. Scale down that motherfucker and run. Somebody else at the top pulls the rope back over the top. Nothing to stop.
Yeah.
Nothing to stop Mexico. And the wall that Trump wants to build, somebody walked up to this sample of what Trump wants to build with a cordless sawzall, and in a matter of 30 seconds, chopped out a chunk of this thing that two people at a time could go through within 30 seconds. It's like, okay, that's freaking useless. Somebody else walked up to it with a pair of tin snips and cut a hole big enough they can get through. Like, okay, that's really going to work. Here, we're going to defend our country with tinfoil. There aren't going to be many more information down to us, but darn it, the Mexicans will stay out. The hell they will. They're going to take that freaking wall apart just so they got tinfoil to cook with.
No, you'll see them like carrying it into one of them like scrap recycling places. What pays what you got over there?
And here's another reason the wall's not good. Here's a reason, another reason Trump's little anti-immigration thing ain't going to work is I don't see his rich ass getting out there and cutting his own grass. I don't see rich people going out there and cutting the grass. Who do you think's cutting their grass right now? Mexicans. Well, you don't want Mexicans in the country. They all got to go. That's what you said. Well, guess what? Now you got to cut your own fucking grass. You got to clean your own fucking pool too, bitch. I got to cut my fucking grass. You cut your own damn grass. And boy, does Trump have a lot of grass to cut. And what's really funny is, here's what's really funny. Last year, ICE went and raided Trump's Mar-a-Lago golf resort, the one he goes to all the time. They raided it and found 17 illegal immigrants. 17.
Yeah.
13 from Mexico, 2 from Ecuador. His personal freaking maid down there from Ecuador. Her husband from Ecuador, the butler. Did he know this? Did he know he's harboring fugitives under his stance in the law? The way I interpret his stance of the law and the way he made the law stand is he was harboring fugitives, so that would make him a felony. If I was harboring a fugitive, even for a misdemeanor, I'd be charged with a felony.
Yeah.
Well, that young man there's in trouble for stealing a pack of baseball cards. He's got a misdemeanor where he doesn't have to do any jail time and pay a little bit of a fine and a little bit of reparation, but you were harboring him, therefore you're going to prison for the next 5 years. What? So what do? We give Trump a bigger fucking house and an address on Pennsylvania Avenue and making the ruler of a fucking free world? Oh, this is great. And I'm worried about what's happening with Brexit. I'm thinking about moving to the fucking European Union. This man's a fucking nut.
Oh, trust me, it's better there than it is here.
Oh, I'm sure it is. I'm sure it is. See, the problem So the whole thing between America and the European Union is we only got one nut job we got to worry about ruling the entire freaking country and having the final say on what happens and doesn't happen. In the European Union, you got to get fucking 30 nut cases together to agree on something, and I don't think that's gonna fucking happen.
Yeah,
Oh,
Parliament or whatever they call it. Yeah.
Yeah, there's about 500 in Parliament. That's just the UK alone. Then there's like the European Union's headquarters,
Yeah.
which is a couple of thousand. And then there's the rest of them over, like all like the little governments over Europe. And it's that insane. They want to like regulate stuff like how long a candle wick can be.
Yeah. It's not gonna work. Not gonna work. Because I guarantee you this, it doesn't matter how long you burn that motherfucker, it's gonna be the same length after it burns for 15 minutes.
Yeah.
As long as that motherfucker is long enough for me to light my candle, I'm good to go.
Yeah, but seriously, it's like with candles, how many people actually use them for lighting anymore?
See, here we use them as emergency lighting because we lose power all the damn time because we got something over here called the tornado.
Yeah. But other than
That
that,
knocks out half the damn power grid across 3 states.
but other
One
than
tornado
that,
can do that much
yeah.
damage. So we use them for lighting around here. We also have this bad habit of sticking 700 or 800 around the bathtub and hoping we don't set the house on fire while we're having a romantic bath in a garden tub full of rose petals.
Yeah, but other than that, most of the candles you see, it's like for novelty things, like those scented ones you can get, just like instead of spraying a bit of Febreze, you like one of them in the corner.
Yeah, exactly. It's something to take, keep the musty smell from building up in the house. Because I don't care what house you got, how long you've been in it. For some weird reason, if you leave for a weekend, you come back, it smells musty. Seeing how my house is supposed to freaking smell, so I'm gonna light this cinnamon candle, apple pie. I'm gonna light that one in here. I'm gonna go in here. I'm gonna light vanilla in here, and yeah, I get what you're saying on that one. Heck, we do that shit around here all the time. Hell, I like the freaking apple cinnamon ones because for some weird reason it kills more flies than a fly swatter and fly strip seem to do.
Yeah.
Not to mention that we got one mouse that seems to love the damn things and it sticks his nose in the flame every time to see what's going on and it burns his whiskers off every time and it's fucking hilarious.
You need to video that.
I know. I keep trying to get you, but he keeps getting away before I can. It happens too quick. I gotta go. I'll be right back. I gotta get myself a refill.
Okay.
I'll be gone for 30 seconds.
Cool.
I heard you.
Yo, Cowboy, are you trying to say something? Because your picture's popping up, but there's no sound, mate.
All right, I'm back.
Cool.
Yeah,
I've just been
walked out.
finishing off me can of beer.
I'm fixing open one right now. Yeah, I walked out to go grab myself a couple new beers, and because while I'm broadcasting, I grabbed them two at a time.
Yeah.
And I walk out there, and there's a freaking small raccoon sitting in the living room all over again. Like, oh crap, you again? It's one of our babies from last year. Now it's full grown, but it lashed onto the family here. So,
What, is the coon out there again?
yeah, this stupid raccoon's just chilling out in the living room. I go out there, it's sitting right in the recliner, right where Debbie always all curl up little ball, just chilling. I walk past it, didn't see it. I go to walk back, there it is. I walk back in the kitchen, set the beers back down, grab a piece of pizza that's left over, handed it to the raccoon. Here you go. Patted it on the head, went back, grabbed my beer. It's still sitting there, it's just gnawing on the pizza.
In my chair.
Yeah, in your chair. We've all woke up with this raccoon curled up in our legs, next to our chest, all curled up in our arms and stuff. It's like it won't leave.
You guys are lucky you've got raccoons over there. I'd like to see them in UK. It would be awesome.
You say that. Now, you come here to the States. You come out here and you live in the country. And I want you to say that after you have to pick the trash up out of your front yard every morning, every day, all year round. Then say we're lucky we have raccoons.
Yeah.
Well, at the side of what I've got to put up with now, it would be like an improvement.
Well, all right, I'll give you that.
Because it's like, if you look into it, chavs. It's like the worst type of people you can find. And I've got them on my street, so it's like every day I have to clean up my yard and everything. Because they like literally trash the street every night.
Ow! Oh,
you like when
little bastard!
You like when it's bin day? Every day it's like, every time it's bin day, it'll be like, people put out the bins, the night before. And the next day they'll be tipped all over the road.
Are you having ant wars again?
No, I just squashed what I thought was an ant. It turned out to be a baby paper wasp, and it stung me.
No.
Grim.
Rather get stung by an adult.
Can you see my screen?
Yeah, yes, I can.
Yeah, they're the people last night. Just two of them.
Oh, there you go. That works.
I can't be bothered with them tiny cans. I prefer something like the size of my head.
Well, unfortunately, here in America, we're stuck with the tiny cans. So, unless you get the Heineken can, and frankly, I can't afford them. You get a lot of beer out of one of them, though. I don't know how the heck they do that.
I know.
You can get what do we get out of one of them things, Dad? Like 15 beers out of one kegger? Like, what the fuck? There's this little thing, it just kept going and going and going. Like, good grief. Or I'll go to our local store and I'll get a 6-pack of Grosh. Now, I don't know why they do this shit, but they refrigerate the Grosh. you do not drink. You don't drink gross beer cold. That's a beer that's meant and designed to be drunk at room temperature, but yet these stupid freaking people over here in America, we got to refrigerate it. That freaking ruins it. So I got to leave this shit out overnight before I can even drink it the next day. Like, pricks.
You drink it, I don't. I don't like it.
I mean, why are you leaving that beer out? Bill will be like, why the hell are you leaving that beer out? Because you don't drink this beer cold. Does it still taste good? Yes. Does it taste as good? No, it does not. Actually, are there any European countries that actually drink their beer cold?
The UK does. Like when you go in a pub and everything, it's all served cold.
I know when I was in Scotland, it was hit and miss. Sometimes it'd be hot, sometimes it'd be cold. Depends on if the fridge worked or not. That was loud. We both got that notification.
What, it's Windows updating itself again?
I'm not in Windows.
Oh.
Sorry, the second one was me, Therion.
Yeah.
It's just me and you for right now.
I'm not even looking at my phone at the moment. I'm looking at bottles and what I've got left and trying to figure out what I want to drink.
Ah.
I've got
Cowboy has left the panel. He might be back. He might not. So
He's out playing with his harem.
no, he's having a family issue right now.
No.
Of some sort. He's dealing with his son. It might be a good thing. It might be a bad thing. I don't know. He didn't fill me in on the details. He's just dealing with his son is all he said. So I'm going to leave that at that. And hopefully he could rejoin us. I myself, I'm having a lot of fun talking to Bert. Mr. Therion L Knight.
Okay, so I've got about a shot of amaretto, half a bottle of coconut rum, and about a shot of Jägermeister left.
Well,
and a box like wine thing of sangria.
well, if I were in your position, what I would do is I'd go ahead and finish off that one shot of Jägermeister and pour myself a glass of sangria and just sip on that for a while. Because you know that Jägermeister is going to kick in. But that's just me. Oh, wait, I did that on a live stream night. I did a shot of Jack Daniels, and like 20 minutes later, I'm blowing up on OP. And it's like, I watched the replay, and I'm going, what the fuck did I need that for? I'm like an asshole now.
I know, it's like I had to go back and listen, to the end of that live stream about like 5 times. And I was like thinking, what the fuck? Because I was like high at the time and drunk.
It was that shot of Jack that did it to me. It makes me into an asshole. I can't, me and Jack Daniels don't mix. Now, if it been rum, that never would have happened. Jack Daniels, for some reason, it tricks my switch. So if I do one shot of Jack Daniels for about 2 hours, ignore everything that comes out of my mouth. Let the Jack Daniels wear off.
Pretty much.
Now we got a bottle of Maker's Mark here, and I'm not sure how I react to that stuff really, because I really haven't drank that much of it. I've only had like 4 shots of that in my entire life because the shit's so damn expensive.
But I'm an ambassador.
And my wife's a freaking ambassador for them. She's got a 55-gallon barrel of that shit with her fucking name on it that they're asking me to go pick the fuck up. I'm going, where the fuck am I going to put 55 gallons of whiskey? Better question, how am I going to keep my fucking roommate out of it? I mean, that's like 10 lifetimes worth of whiskey in one barrel right there.
Yeah.
I mean, our great-great-great-grandchildren are going to be drinking that shit. It's going to be 400-year-old whiskey, and the family's still going to be drinking on that shit. What the fuck am I going to put that huge-ass barrel? 2, how am I going to be outside of that barrel for fucking rotting? I'm going to have to bottle this shit.
How are you going to keep all the neighbors and the hangers-on out of it?
Well, I guess it's one way to get rid of this shit. Have one fucking big-ass party that'll knock you down by about a quarter.
You want to deal with all those drugs? Not me.
Nope. I don't know if you can hear Debbie.
Yeah. Hold on, I'm going to do a shot here, but I'm going to make it look a bit classy.
Oh, you're going to make it look classy?
Hold on. Just wait for the camera. Sorted.
Aha. That looked like Kid Rock right there. We're going to start calling you Kid Rock. You're my Brit version of Kid Rock.
Top hats make everything look classy.
No.
No, I'm joking. I won't do that to you. You do remind me of him, though.
Well, let's see. I'm not the best musician on the planet, to put it best. So, the
Well,
music.
there's Kid Rock. That's why he's got a band and all he does is scream into a microphone.
Yeah.
If it weren't for the band he's got behind him, right along that little midget Joe C running around the stage, he wouldn't have shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kid Rock, I just called you out. You're a good writer. You got good lyrics, but you really should leave music to the professionals.
No, it does make.
Let Dre handle it.
That's funny.
You just stick to your pool halls. Let Dre handle it. Oh, damn, I might have just started a fucking war.
That was good, Jason. That was really good.
The last time
I liked that one.
The last time I said some shit like that, I started a damn battle between Eminem and Machine Gun Kelly. Like, I better not say no more shit like that. And what I want to know is how in the freak Machine Gun Kelly even freaking noticed the shit, or how Eminem, I don't know which one of them it was, because neither one of their names were in the description. Anywhere, or the title, anywhere.
Oh, hold on, I think I figured out how Eminem would find it. Because he's like washed up now, so all he's got is YouTube as entertainment.
Well, yeah, that's true. I mean, that's very true.
It was like good back in the day, but that day is gone now.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, his new album's not that bad, really. It's a lot better than the last 2 he put out. He actually sat down and listened to Dr. Dre for a fucking change.
Yeah.
He let his head he let his ego get deflated a little bit, and he listened to Dr. Dre, and his last album is actually pretty freaking good. What I heard of it. I haven't heard the whole thing. I mean, there might be some garbage on there. I'm pretty sure there is some garbage on there. But
Yeah, there is.
what band doesn't have it? You know, what band does not have at least one garbage song on their album?
I know.
Oh wait, ABBA.
Oh, come on, please.
No comment.
I'm biased. That was my mom's favorite band, and I listened to it all, you know, all of it growing up. So I got a little bit of a bias there. Yeah, I know some of the songs they came out with were shit, but for some reason, the songs they came out with that I think are shit today actually were like their #1 hits. So
Like Dancing Queen.
that
One was actually good.
yeah, it was as bad as that was the worst song on the whole damn album, and that was a #1 hit.
Yeah.
That was really messed up. I think everybody loved it so much because it was so freaking bad compared to the rest of that album. That was the worst one. We're going to pick one to play on the radio, and we're going to shove it down your throat. Never mind the fact there's 8 songs on there that would bring tears to your freaking eyes. Another one that never produced any really bad songs on any of their albums is Yanni. Compared to all of his music that he put out, if you want to rate all of his songs, they all rate out at an even 3. There are no 1s, there are no 2s, there are no 4s. They all rate at an even 3. I like it. I love Yanni's music. But on a 1 to 10 scale, 1 being the worst, 10 being the best, they're all 3s. They're on its, you know, they all came out as half-assed uninspired.
Yes. Gotcha.
How about you take that one? Good God, every one of their albums had at least 3 bombs on it. I think they did it on fucking purpose just to fuck with the fans.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
No, what was it? Dave Mustaine from Megadeth said they put out 6 albums just to find out what they couldn't get away with. Then they put out 4 more albums just to prove what they could do. And then 4 albums all had a piece of shit song on them as filler, just to fill the CD.
And there's one,
Yeah.
those were the ones who made the hits.
Yeah. Kid Rock, leave it up to Dr. Dre. He knows what to do in music. I don't like anything off his last 5 albums, but listen to the band. Listen to him. He knows what he's talking about. Which I guess I really should start listening to my voice acting coach more. They want me to do cartoons.
Yeah.
I want to do documentaries. They want me to do cartoons. Hang on. And me having a relatively high IQ, it's above average, below genius. I know how to pour piss out of a boot. I know how to wipe my ass. And I know how to hit the toilet. let's put it to you this way. That's the 3 things a redneck needs to know to not be a redneck. Oh, wait. It's the 3 things a hillbilly needs to know to be upgraded to a redneck.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Go.
I got that wrong. I'll correct myself. But they want me to do cartoons. Hey, John Smith. How you doing today? I'm doing the shout outs as they come into the room today. We've had Salt and Cedar in the house. I think he's still lurking. I'm not entirely sure. We got Raleigh, who's in and out. Right now, he's out. I think he's driving around town making another video. Diva Dan is the man was here. And, of course, we had Cowboy on the panel. He had to jump out because of a family issue that popped up. But my voice coach wants me to do cartoons. I want to do documentaries. Because me being, semi-educated and know how to read, and if I really try and I'm sober, I can articulate very well. My voice coach and agent want me to do cartoons.
I'm just thinking there might be like a plus side for you doing cartoons. You like first? Because
the whole thing, whole thinking is. Go ahead.
Cartoons are mainly based at kids, so it's like you do a few cartoons first, kids watch them, then if they like hear your voice in a documentary you're doing, they're more likely to pay attention.
All right, now here's my thinking on that. All right. In order for me to do the voices they want me to do cartoons, I've got to be half lit.
Yeah.
You know how hard it is for an American to talk like a Scotsman and get it right?
Aye.
It's pretty fucking hard.
Aye.
So basically what they're telling me is I've got to get half lit, yell at my microphone to talk to kids.
Aye, it is there, laddie. But don't forget, things could be worse. Just drink a bit of whiskey. It'll clear everything up.
It sounded like a fucking leprechaun. There's a freaking thought I never thought I'd associate with you.
Oh, laddie, you got to be good. Otherwise you'll never find that pot of gold. Or you'll get hit with a shillelagh.
So the whole thing's going like, all right, you want me to get drunk and then sit here and talk to kids on a cartoon TV show where you're trying to teach them morals and everything else. And I thought about it for a second. I scratched my chin and I said, you know what? You just fucking describe Mr. fucking Rogers. Because he was freaking lit every time he got on there.
Yeah.
Talking to fucking trains. Imaginary friends. He's turning his hands into butterflies and shit. What the fuck is this shit? Up better on LSD or what? I didn't think that as a kid growing up, but as an adult, I'm looking at it going, dude, there are 9 different mental disorders this son of a bitch has got.
Well,
and you want me, and you want me trying to behave like Mr. Rogers, and then come out the damn TV show and come out with some kind of fucked up voice like this shit and try to be serious the whole damn time?
Well, Chibi,
I don't think so.
My neighbor.
My neighbor. It's still too much of a stretch of my imagination, but I am looking at a couple cartoons. I actually auditioned for one. I'm gonna be, believe it or not, a diva.
That sounds very good, sir. You should
Hey, come
definitely
on,
go for that career. And after you do that career, sir, would you like to buy some DVDs? We have all DVDs. You buy DVD?
Roger Rabbit was not politically correct.
Have you ever seen a cartoon that is politically correct?
I'm pretty sure it should be labeled "This is politically incorrect."
Yeah.
I've seen a couple episodes of that and going, "Oh, you got to be joking me."
Oh, what was it on that Who Framed Roger Rabbit? That bit where he was playing, like, remember the piano bit? Where I had,
Yeah, I remember to be in a bit.
the two ducks, Donald and Daffy. Do you remember that scene?
That was the most incomprehensible pile of crap ever cobbled together ever in the world, and it was all done by one person.
Yeah, I just found it mad though when they had like that bit where it's got like Donald Duck and Daffy Duck. One of them dropped the N-bomb.
Yeah, that was hilarious. And that was accidental, and they left it in there. They left it in there for decades. They
I know,
finally
it's still
edited
now.
it out. If you go get it on Blu-ray, it is not there.
Well, that's stupid. It's like, don't mess with the originals. It's like if something like, it might be like politically incorrect and offensive now, but it wasn't at the time, so leave it the way it was. Let people know about the history of things. You know what I mean?
Yep. You know,
It's like,
now I got a question. I got a perfectly good question. Now, maybe somebody's got a perfectly good answer. Maybe they don't. And as smart as I am, I cannot figure this one out. Why can black people use the N-word and white people can't? Now, there's two different versions of this word. There's nigger and there's nigga. Nigga means your friend. Nigger means something else altogether, and I don't even know what it means anymore.
yeah.
Nigger used to be an unclean person. That's what it says in the Webster's Dictionary. Unclean person. Nigga is a reference to your friend. I'm guessing that's the translation of the word because that's not in the Webster's Dictionary. That is urban slang. But white people can't say either one of those two words without risk of retribution. You can walk up and call me a honky or a cracker. I don't care what color you are. Yep.
It's like,
I'm proud to be a redneck. I'm proud of it.
Me too.
I'm not racist. I don't use them words. I don't need to use them words.
I'm a redneck and proud of it.
If I think you're a dumbass, I'm going to call you a dumbass. And yeah, there is such a thing as there is, in the modern connotation, nigger, the word nigger has taken on so many different meanings. There is such a thing as a white nigger. And I do believe there's a white nigger. It's called white honky ass trash that won't cut their fucking grass, get up off the couch and do anything but get another beer.
Yeah, in the UK we call them chads.
Their freaking wives. That's a fucking white nigger. There is such a thing.
Yeah, like I was saying, in the UK we call them chavs. And it's like, no matter what colour someone is, there's going to be like a section of society what's always the worst of the worst, isn't there?
Yeah. Yeah. That's my definition. That's my definition of that N-word. I'm not going to say that word, anymore tonight. I think I've used up my year's allotment of that word's usage.
Yeah, and I've got to be careful with words I use because I'm in the UK and we don't have free speech here.
Oh, even though you're broadcasting on an American TV show.
Yeah. It's like, it was to like be pulled up in the UK, and it's even though it's being broadcast for America, it's certain words. If I was to use them, even though it's coming from America, I'd still get done for it in this country. But I'd say something really offensive to a lot of people without swearing, without using any like rude words, and that would be perfectly legal.
But right now, we're just trying to figure out, what the definition of a certain word is, and you got words that you can't even say. But you can try to figure out what the definition of it is, and that word is probably completely innocuous here in America. Heck, we probably use it to describe dessert.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's some words I've noticed, like, the more they're used, like, they just lose the meaning, behind them.
Yeah, the more the word gets used for something that wasn't intended for and what it was written for in the dictionary, the more distorted the definition of it does become. It doesn't matter what the word. I mean, we can start using the word wood to describe an idiot. Man, that guy's a piece of wood.
Well, look at
we start doing that within 5 years, if it does become a trend, which it probably won't because this is on my show and nobody watches it. Within 5 years of that word wood being used to describe somebody who's stupid, an idiot, does dumb stuff all the time, well, that can become a derogatory term. Now, I could ask you to go get a piece of wood, you'll bring me back a moron. No, it's not going to work. I'm asking you to bring me a piece of wood so I can build my deck.
I've told you, standing right there. Well, look at, like, a while back, NPCs, like the phrase? When people started using it to describe the media.
When I was growing up, NPC meant non-player character. Doing role-playing games. I don't even know what that means now.
Yeah, and then it went to like being used by like the Mandela effect community to describe the unaffected. Then it's on like 4chan and that people started using it, to describe like the media, and the media caught on, and now it's like offensive to some people.
NPC is non-player character.
Yeah.
NPC. Remember that as a dungeon master playing Dungeons and Dragons, growing up, I was the guy in control of all the non-player characters in all the games. When you play role-playing games on the computer, you've got non-player characters, NPCs. So now I guess we got to find another name for them. Computer-controlled algorithm with a face. I mean, do we have to Do we have to make politically correct names for something that's been around for 30 years because somebody got offended because now we're calling the media NPCs? I mean, come the fuck on. They're broadcasters. They get paid to do what they do. They get paid to freaking tell you what they're told to tell you. I don't get paid to do shit. Therefore, nobody tells me what to fucking say. CNN, they get fucking paid. That one boy got paid to walk across the field wearing pants, and then in the next shot, 2 seconds later, he's wearing shorts. He got fucking caught. He got paid to do that shit. That one boy on the Weather Channel, he'd never seen thunder lightning, thundersnow before. He went nuts. He got paid to do that shit.
Yeah.
That was like a Christmas party for him. Son of a bitch. Guys like me and Therion, we don't get paid to do this shit. We don't make this shit up. Well, sometimes we have to because we just make this shit up as we go along. We have no content.
I usually just say it as I see it.
Yeah, so do I.
And if people get offended and they tell me that, usually my reaction is to laugh. Because I'm like, dude, grow the fuck up. Like, grow thicker skin. Like, stop taking everything so serious. And they'll be like, wee! Proper high-pitched screeching.
Yeah, we all the way home, motherfucker. The media's coming for you. They're coming for you. You know, I remember the good old days of journalism back in the 60s and 70s where the media, the broadcasters, they all told you the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. There was no political bias anywhere in the media. All the journalists were freaking neutral in how they broadcasted. They did not freaking try to twist the shit. If they had a story on their desk that they had to read out loud, they did not rewrite it right before the broadcast. Now they rewrite it.
No, and it all sounds the same on every channel.
Yeah, pretty much. They're going to twist it. Well, they're going to twist it over and around to whatever the producer's paying them to say.
Yeah, it's like speaking about the media. It's like over here. I don't know how much you've been looking into the different parties, you know, for the European elections from the UK.
See, I don't know which party's which over there.
Okay. Basically, the Brexit party, led by Nigel Farage, got the most seats. And there was a party what was created by a load of like the old Labourites and Tories, what had like broken off, you know, what wanted to like remain. And they called themselves Change UK. And they got no seats. They were like literally the bottom, you know, of like the lowest score. And they've been coming out on the TV. Yeah, they've been coming out on the TV. Well, one of them has, called Anna Solberry, claiming that she won. You know, like completely delusional.
Now with 3% of the vote. How do you win with only 3%? How do you win with only 3% of the vote?
I know. What I find funny is though, it's like Tommy got like 40,000 votes, something like that, and didn't get a seat. And he even had like higher amount of votes than like their entire party did.
40,000 votes. That's not even 10% of London.
I know, but if he was to run for Parliament in like the next general election, in the same manner, he'd be guaranteed a seat there. And the establishment is freaking out over that.
I thought our politics were messed up. We just got to figure out who's paying who over here, over there. It's like, you know, I would love to see what would happen if all the elections went to general elections in Britain. I would love to see what would happen. Because that's what the one guy called for. He called for general elections. And it's like, oh, wait a minute. Let's have a on this to see if we're actually going to beat Brexit or not, after all. I'm going, this ought to be neat.
The thing is, the only one who's been calling for general elections all the time is Jeremy Corbyn. And it's like, even if there was like a general election next week, he would lose it.
He'd get killed. He'd get smashed.
Yeah, and then right after it would call for
3% of the vote. Well, he might get 6. He might get 6%. But he'd still get kicked out.
Yeah, it's like over year when Theresa May had become Prime Minister, you know, after David Cameron. He was calling for a general election then, and stupidly enough, they gave him one, thinking that they'll get more seats and stuff, and he still lost then.
Yeah.
And after he had lost it, within 5 minutes, he was calling for another one.
You know, and I actually have to give Theresa May credit. I mean, she had an uphill battle in a bad situation, and she didn't inherit. You know, she didn't start. She inherited it. And it's like, oh gosh, what's this poor woman going to do? And I knew it was going to end with her resignation. I just knew it. I knew it 3 weeks ago. She was going to, she's going to have to resign.
Yeah, but the thing is, she could have done the right thing from the start. It's like none of these politicians made any plans. They didn't use any common sense. All they did was waste time and ask for extensions. And
What do you think our politicians are doing right now? They're just wasting time. They're trying to figure out how to impeach Trump without impeaching Trump.
yeah, and they're saying now where it's like the date we're supposed to leave is on Halloween this year. I think they're trying to start the purge, you know, like in reality, you know, like the purge movies.
Yeah.
I think they're honestly trying to start that.
Yeah, well, I don't think it's going to work out too good for him. I don't know.
And it's like
From what I can tell from the election results, you got basically a whole new government.
Not yet. It's more like the same government, but they've got less control now.
The whole thing got upended.
Yeah.
The whole thing got upended. Now it's start over, which might be a good thing.
It's like if they used like common sense, though, like Theresa May, you know, for Brexit, she should have put together a group from all the parties, you know, like people wanted like leave, you know, from all the different angles, you know, like your Liberals, your Conservatives, your Greens, all them, put them all together, you know, like in one room, made like a special cabinet just for that, and just said, right,
That would have been.
we're all going to work together across parties, work out the best deal for the country, and get it over and done with as quick as possible.
Well, that didn't happen.
I know.
Yeah, that would have been the smartest thing.
But what they've done is waste billions in taxpayers' money and got nowhere. And it's like the problems in the country have just kept piling up, and nothing's been done to solve it.
Yep, that sounds like this country. We're spending billions and billions and billions of dollars on investigating Trump. Now it's got down to the point where we can't even get an infrastructure bill. Well, we've got major highways that need to be rebuilt. We've got bridges that need to be rebuilt.
Yeah.
Well, we've got bridges that need to be built. And, well, now we can't get that done because we got political warfare. So nothing's going to get done.
Yeah,
Our healthcare system's a wreck. It's a wreck now.
Yeah, it's over here. It's like there's people having to rely on food banks, living in poverty because like what the government's done.
I believe it. I believe it. Hey, Michelle. How you doing, Michelle? Michelle, you need to email me your contact information. I had to do a factory reset on my phone and install a new SIM card. So I lost your contact information. I have no way to get a hold of you now. I've got to go get myself something else to drink, and I shall be right back.
Cool.
Everybody, you got yourself a 30-second bathroom break. Unless the raccoon's still out in the living room, then it might be a minute. Stop and pet the raccoon.
You need to get that on this live stream.
Got a raccoon in the living room. Mortimer's mouse is in the trash can.
He's stuck again.
Probably.
Stupid mouse. I'm actually having fun with this live show. This is a lot of fun.
Will you tilt that fan a little bit so it's blowing on me instead of up in the air?
Is that better?
Yeah. Thank you.
All right, I'm back.
Cool.
Yeah, Isabel was not in the living room when I walked in. Yeah, I walked through it, so.
Oh, the kid's not in my chair anymore.
No, Isabel vacated the chair.
Dead. Dead.
Rabbit. Rabbit. Yeah, I tell you what, I mean, there's so much stuff going on around here. I just don't know what to do. Huh?
I'm just pouring out some amaretto at the moment.
I wonder what's going on here.
Sweet, I've got 1.5 shots left.
I can't worry about that at the moment. Although I can bring 2 more people in the panel right now.
Well, while you're doing that, I'm going to do 1.5 shots of amaretto, and I'm going to make it look classic.
Sounds good.
But this time, not with a top hat.
I popped by just in time to see that. I'm bouncing.
I need more hats.
You need more hats, huh?
Yeah.
You know, this is the most you've ever talked on my show.
Cool. Probably because it's only like me and you here at the moment.
You know, normally the only thing we hear is you smoking the weed.
Oh, I'm still doing that at the moment. I'm just using like blunt wraps instead of the bong. Because I've got like hottest month of the year in this country, and I end up with like a cold.
They legalized that in the state of Missouri. Yeah, I'm going, wait, you legalized it? Really? That passed? Shit, yeah. They got the medical marijuana going, they got the CBD going, and the recreational is going legal January 1st of 2020.
Well, that's the best way to do things.
So it's like, damn. All my friends are going, it's about freaking time.
Yeah, it's like over here, it's like still illegal, but we've got a problem with legal highs here. And that is bad. So like, you might see like a heroin addict and think that's bad, but after you've seen like these legal high junkies, you start rethinking.
We got some really nasty shit. We have some really nasty shit on the streets here.
Yeah, like I've seen that crocodile you've got over there. like the result that's had. But it's like over here, they've got like legal versions of that you can buy from most of the shops, what they're still selling. And the way they get around the law is just by putting not fit for human consumption on it.
Yeah. Yeah, there's fake weed, there's bath oils, there's oh good grief, I can't even keep track of it all anymore.
Do you get spice addicts over there? That's like a fake weed.
Believe it or not, yes.
Have you seen it when they have like those seizure things? And then they just like freeze where they are.
Yeah, they called the ambulance on one.
Yeah, so I've been walking through Sheffield seeing that on a daily basis recently, and it just keeps getting worse.
It's like, what the? Why would you do that? Why would you do something that makes it so you can't move, can't talk, can't think? Sometimes can't breathe.
Yeah, someone got
some kind of dumb shit like that.
Yeah, someone got like, and it got like hit by a bus and flattened a few months back. They're just like walking across, you know where the crossings are. I just throw in the middle of the road.
Yeah, frozen solid right there. I seen that news article. That actually made it to the news here. That made it to the front page of my news feed on Google over here in the States. And I'm going, okay, this I got to read. And I'm going, he took what?
Yeah, it's like, this guy I saw.
Like, man, I got that shit in my kitchen.
Yeah, his hands were shaking.
That shit in my spaghetti. How much of that shit he eat? Got me making myself wonder, man. I'm like, you know, next time I make myself a bowl of spaghetti, am I going to pass the drug test? I failed a freaking drug test over 11 poppy seed muffins. I failed the drug test. Well, what do you mean I'm on opium? You're on opium. Oh, I'm not. I proceeded to freaking start eating the muffin. I'm pissed, but I'm still hungry. I'm eating my other muffin. I had two of them. Like, the nurse looked at me and goes, "That's why you failed right there." I'm going, "Why? Does it see all them little black dots?" I said, "Yeah, they're called poppies. Yes, that's what they make opium out of." That's really. You know, I haven't ate a freaking lemon poppy seed muffin since then.
After the last drug test I went through, that's when I decided to go self-employed. And I actually thought I was going to pass. Because it's like, usually they were like, when I was working, they were doing, you know, it's like the urine tests. And I've got a mate who don't do drugs or anything, so I got him to bottle some of his piss, stashed it, went to use that, and they did a hair strand test. They went, right, we're doing hair strand test now, and I'm like, fuck. And then the next thing, you're fired. My boss, he's like, phoned me up about half an hour after he's fired me, and he says, yeah, sorry about firing you. I've got some questions I want to ask you, so do you want to go for a pint up the pub? So I went and met him at the pub, he bought me a pint, and he's saying, how the fuck did you get that result? I'm like, what do you mean? He said, you've nearly crashed the machine. You know, it does the strand testing.
Damn.
And I'm just sitting there pissing myself laughing. And I was like,
biscuited cupcakes in the house.
You know, I was like sitting.
Man. Well, I got pulled over for DWI. And my body produces alcohol naturally.
Yeah.
And I blew something so astronomical, the cops couldn't believe I passed the good sobriety test with 100%. I did the heel to toe. I did the stand on foot. And in fact, instead of a 15 count, I did a 30 count because I was feeling good. And I still blew a 6.84. Do you know what a 6.84 is?
Wherever
dead.
the limit.
That's dead. That means my blood has got more alcohol than the beer I'm drinking. And they went and did a blood test. It came back absolute zeros. Going, all right. Well, I proved you right. I proved I was right. I wasn't drinking. My body produces alcohol. For some reason, my mouth produces alcohol that registers on your shit worse than fucking onion does. I don't know why. I don't know what's going on. I have no idea why it does. I can't pass a breathalyzer no matter what. I got a medical condition. Well, they go and start doing all these tests, and well, you've been drinking today? No. You smell like alcohol. I'm sorry. I produce methyl alcohol. My body naturally produces methyl alcohol in my mouth and my skin. There's nothing I can do about it. Not a damn thing. I could take 6 showers a day and I will still smell like a beer can. Tell me why that happens, and I will be more than happy to fix it. But guess what? Nobody can tell me why that happens. Nobody can come up with a theory as to why my body produces alcohol naturally.
I can come up with a theory, but I have to ask you a few questions first.
Fire them off.
Okay, your regular diet of food, when was the last time it changed?
Last time my diet changed was 8 years ago. And it didn't change by much. I added more meat and I added more vegetables. I actually eat more than I used to. I'm trying to gain weight.
Yeah, but is it the same type of food you're eating before?
Yeah, just more.
Yeah.
And
Have
I'm
you tried,
eating more
like-
starch. I'm eating more starches too. I've actually added more potato to my diet. More corn. You know, stuff that's got starches.
But I'm thinking it's like, what about like processed food? How much of that do you eat?
Not much. That's actually something I've actually cut back on.
Yeah. What about when you cook food? What type of like oil or like fat do you use to cook with?
Extra virgin olive oil.
And how often do you drink?
Daily. It just varies by the day. Some days I'll drink 3 or 4 and be done. Some days I'll drink one and not want another one. Other days I'll just drink a 12-pack.
Okay, so you're trying to gain weight at the moment.
Well, yeah, I'm freaking 30
Would you
pounds
be-
underweight.
Would you be up for taking part in an experiment?
Sure.
Okay, you know when you like fry stuff, instead of using like olive oil, try using lard or beef dripping. You know, like for
Oh,
a
I
few
can't have
weeks
that
in a
in the
row.
house. I can't have that in the house.
Oh,
There's other people with health issues that require I don't have it in the house.
yeah.
I'm allowed to use real butter,
Salted or unsalted.
but I can't have lard.
Yeah.
I mean, my roommate's going through cancer treatments, and my wife's liver's failing, so lard's out. And I've got to cook for all three of us. I don't know. Maybe I'm just cooking too fucking healthy.
That's what I was thinking, you know, by the way you're saying. 'Cause I noticed it's like, look, I tried this diet ages ago. It was like cutting down on meat, eating more like veg, fruit, salad, stuff like that. And me sweat at the time, it smelled awful. It was literally smelling like something had died in the same room as me. I'd be like showering 24/7, but it would still stink, me sweat. And then like, I changed my diet back to what it was beforehand. And it's just like the smell just went away. It's literally like, you know, if I cook something like bacon.
Oh,
I
we love
use-
bacon. I mean, we
Yeah.
cook the bacon in the pan, and then we use the bacon fat. I mean, that's the most unhealthy thing we do here.
Yeah, when I do bacon, I put a small bit of lard in the bottom of the pan, you know, because it's pig fat, so it's still the same type of natural fat from the animal. And then if I'm cooking, you like a beef burger, I use beef dripping.
No, we use
You know-
too much salt.
Debbie says we're using too much salt. I don't think so. Because when I cook, I use sea salt. I don't use regular table salt.
I prefer sea
It's
salt.
still salt,
because it's
but
got higher, well, sea salt's got higher iodine level in it than regular salt,
yeah, it does.
so it's healthier
Yeah, it
for
does.
you.
You know, you see with all the health issues going on with my roommate, my wife. I actually did make things. Yeah, I stopped cooking things one way, and I started cooking them a different way. I mean, that might be the whole thing. I made it a little bit healthier. I mean, I cut the lard out. I switched from corn oil to olive oil, even though that shit's expensive as hell. I mean, that might be it. I don't know.
It might be worth it, you know, just like
my roommate's recovering, so
yeah. But as a test, it might be worth it, you know, just for cook the same way you're cooking now, you know, like for their health issues for them. But like, you know, like when you've done that, do yourself like a bacon sarnie with actual lard on, you know, cooking for yourself. Because it only takes like a few minutes to do a piece of bacon, doesn't it?
yeah, that's pretty much it.
So you could serve theirs out first, pop yours like in pan with a bit of lard. My husband's cooking, it gives you time to give them theirs. Then when you go back in, you got yours, and you can be able to see the difference.
Oh, we also got a psychological issue here. What's that going to do to them? Because they know they can't have it.
Your roommate and your missus.
Yeah. That'd be kind of rough. And it'd be really hard to explain what's going on. It'd be really hard to try to deal with. Especially for them.
Yeah, it's like I used to have a housemate who was lactose intolerant, so he couldn't have dairy. And we worked out a way of getting around it. You know, so we'd pretty much have the same stuff. It's because I drink like a lot of milk in the morning when I wake up. And he couldn't do that. So what I'd do is I'd go out of the house and drink it.
Yeah, they also say your body chemistry changes every 7 years.
Yeah.
And I notice I'm getting more and more intolerant of milk. I don't have the screaming memes yet with the diarrhea, but man, do I get some gassed. And I love milk.
I don't can go through, you know, those like 2 liter jugs. One of them in
Yeah.
about 5 minutes.
Oh shit.
Because
That's
I'll do that normally when I wake up and I've got cotton mouth.
that's a
'Cause
good cure for it, that's for sure.
one thing I've never been able to do, you know, if I wake up with cotton mouth, is drink coffee straight away or water.
Oh,
It's like the two things like what I'd normally have in my fridge. Well, coffee in the cupboard, couple of like bottles of water in the fridge from my filter, a couple of bottles of milk. Wake up with cotton mouth. First thing I grab is milk, just 'cause it's the only thing that gets like rid of it and doesn't give you like a weird aftertaste.
milk is the only thing that gets rid of the cotton mouth. Now,
Yeah,
what you do is you got to slug down, I don't know, half a liter of milk. Halfway through it, yeah, swish it around a little bit, kind of like mouthwash.
yeah,
And drink the rest of it down. And then you follow that up with water to get rid of the aftertaste of that freaking initial milk eating away the cotton mouth.
yeah.
Yeah, I've been there. I've done that. I have my weed smoking days. Then I follow that up with a whole pot of coffee before I even think about walking out the door. Before I walk out the door, I've got a whole fresh pot sitting there in front of me. Now I'm down to one pot a day. I had to cut back on my coffee intake. It was
My coffee intake varies.
It does with most people. I mean, I've had days like on the weekend, like on a Saturday, I'll wake up, I'll drink 2 cups. Yeah, I'll make a pot of coffee and I'll drink 2 or 3 cups. I'll say, fuck it, where's the beer?
I'll sometimes have it where it's like I wake up and start drinking coffee and I'll be putting Baileys in it.
No, I've never tried that.
It is good.
A whole bay leaf for, obviously, got to be a whole bay leaf.
No, Baileys, you know the drink?
Oh, Bailey's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I put it in like you would put cream in coffee.
Yeah, I've done that. I've done that a lot. I feel like I'm going to pull all-nighter. One little shot of Bailey's per cup of coffee. We're good to go. 40 amaretto. I love that amaretto on my coffee.
Yeah.
That's the way to do it. What was it? Memorial Day, Monday. I was mixing a shot of rum in with my coffee.
Nice.
That didn't taste too good.
What type
I
of
got
rum were you using?
Bacardi 151. The white.
Yeah. That's probably why then.
Yeah, it didn't taste real good. No, if I'd have been using the yellow rum, that probably would have worked. I guess I'm about to go back and rename this conversation with Therion
Yeah.
instead of random chat or whatever. Did you highlight it?
Matt as well. It's like we're the only ones on the panel at the moment.
Yeah, I just can't do it until the show's over. If I go and rename it now, I'll crash the whole show, and it won't be worth 2 nickels. I'll have to restart the whole thing all over again. It'll break again. I tried doing that once. It was not pretty. Now, I wanted to put an idea across to you. And I don't know how much the software costs, but it's Adobe something or another. And it could take voice samples of other people's voices. You give it like 40 minutes of vocals, and it could recreate that person's voice. And I saw the video on it this morning, and I'm going, this is some serious deep fake shit. So, and I want to do this the right way. So what I wanted to do was find the software, download the 30-day trial, because Adobe gives you 30 days for everything. After that, they nag the living shit out of you and it don't work. You just uninstall it after that and don't worry about it ever again. But what I wanted to do was one of my radio show idols is Howard Stern. He's the one that gave me the idea to start doing this to begin with, and finally Cowboy gave me the final nudge that I needed to go into doing this. But I wanted to do a deep fake interview with Howard Stern.
Yeah.
And really make it sound really cool. You know, highly inspirational and everything else. And then send the deep fake audio that I create to the Howard Stern show to get approval to put it on the air and then air it.
That sounds like a good idea.
I mean, the worst that could happen is Howard Stern says no. Or it could go the other way around and Howard Stern says, yeah, go ahead and do it. But there's a third option on that where Howard Stern says, no, let's just do the interview live on the air where it's me and you talking. Which would be freaking kick-ass. That would actually make my day. So right now I've got 1 yes and 0 no's due to the fact that I have nobody else to ask.
Well, the way I see it is it's like you're never going to know how it's going to turn out unless you try it.
Well, yeah, that's true. That's true. I won't know. And as far as getting 40 minutes of Howard Stern audio, that's easy. It's all over YouTube. So I've got to do a question and answer, and I've got to pick my questions real well. I've got to get really well-formed questions, and then I've got to create the answers that I think he would actually really say, which really is not that hard. It's really not that hard at all. Because I've watched so much of his material on YouTube and on listening to a show when he was on the air here on 1057 The Point here in St. Louis, Missouri. And when I listen to him on Sirius XM, I know what he's going to say, pretty well how he's going to say it, but he has changed so much over the years. I think I could pull it off and actually come up with a really good representation of him using the software, but everybody's going to know it's fake. Because I want to make sure everybody knows it's fake. Nobody's going to be able to go, hey, guess what? He had our stern on her. No, I did not. I had a computer do that. I wanted that blatant.
I'm thinking I need to get that software now so I can do an interview with Theresa May, Jeremy Corbyn, and some other politicians. And I'll be giving the answers they would give for them, but it won't be sensible questions. It'll be just like a parody piss take of them.
Oh my God.
It'll be like,
Funny.
yeah, the questions would be like, so Jeremy Corbyn, how much food did Diana Abbott steal and eat from the food banks last week? And I'd have him say like 18 tons or something like that.
That's hilarious.
And I'd really be offensive with it. It'd probably go to the point where I'd probably get like 3 months on probation or something.
Probably.
Because I'd be asking questions like, so Jeremy Corbyn, do you remember that time that there was a whale in the Thames? And I'd have him say, no, that was Diane Abbott taking a bath.
And I know who you're talking about, dude. That was really funny. You remember, I do watch Britain's Got Talent.
Yeah, well, the thing is, before I was like, bothering with YouTube, I was like on Facebook taking the piss out of these people, trolling them. And I got that many fans, I thought, fuck it, I'm going on to YouTube. And I had like 6 accounts. They got like around 500 subscribers each. Then they all got banned. And then I thought, yeah, I'm going to leave politics for a while, do something else.
Oh my goodness.
And some of the pranks I was doing was like phoning up the politicians' home numbers. What I'd got off like contacts. And I'd be like, leave the really offensive voicemails and everything. If they wouldn't answer. Nothing threatening or anything.
That thought. I gotta eat some little boy's room. I'll be right back. That is funny. And I'm back.
Cool.
Oh,
I was just thinking of one of the worst ones I've done, prank phone calls, and like recorded. That was on Facebook at the time. And it was back when the David Cameron was in the coalition with Nick Clegg.
oh no.
I phoned up Nick Clegg and I got him on the phone after 4 hours and said to him, "What hangs off the end of David Cameron's knob?" And he went, "What?" And I went, "Your tie."
Oh, shit.
and he told me to F off. And then I went, "Well, to be honest, what do you actually stand for other than David Cameron entering the room?"
You're gonna make me cry. That's hilarious.
I'm thinking, though, now that you've mentioned this software to me, I'm probably going to end up in a gulag. Or the tower. It's like full-on clown world over here.
Right, there's a right way and a wrong way to use it.
Yeah, and I intend on using it the wrong way.
You probably will, knowing you. Me, I just want to go Howard Stern at getting on my show.
I'm thinking, what's the worst that can happen if I use this the wrong way? Yeah, I could probably get banned from England, but to me, that would be a good thing. Because then they'd have to deport me somewhere. So it'd be like, yay, free holiday.
Well, you're from England, you can come here. You're not from Mexico. We don't have a wall between England and Britain yet. Excuse me, Britain and the United States yet.
Yeah, I'm thinking of trying getting stateside. Because I reckon I'd probably have a better life over there.
I mean, I don't know how much college you've got over there, but shit, man, you'd probably breeze through 4 years of college here, easy. And go to work anywhere. My boss, his wife, she's from Russia. And she's already got her bachelor's degree. No, excuse me, master's degree, which is the top dog here other than the PhD. And this year she's taking her test for her certified professional accountant's test. And that's big money.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, she went in to get her associate's degree. She had to take 2 classes, graduated college, because she tested out both classes in a matter of a week. She graduated before she even really had to step on campus.
I've looked into like the education route, for going to America already. And, there's like online practice tests you get.
Yeah.
I've passed loads of them and I've not even like studied the subjects. I did one, for the like bounty hunter stuff, which was like easy. I did one for like world history. And I just nailed them like first attempt.
There's a
And
lot you get away with.
Yeah, I wasn't like even really paying attention when I was doing them either. I was just using what like sounded like the most reasonable answer out of the ones, what you're given to tick. I was like, yeah, that sounds about right. I'll pick that answer. Next question.
Next question. I have 36 in my spam folder, but it's only showing me 2. Come on. I want to do some spam letters. I want to do some spam. It's not gonna let me. Maybe if I go up here, put my inbox, and then come back down here to spam. No, it's always showing me 2. Damn. Oh well. I've got to keep my Gmail open so I can get my Hangouts. The only way I can make Hangouts load. I don't know why.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to start doing tomorrow with my spam is I'm going to start recording phone calls.
I need to learn how to do that with the phone I've got, because I keep getting telemarketers phoning me up and I terrorize them.
Yeah, I love doing that shit.
I had one other day, it's like they phoned me mate's phone and they kept phoning the phone over and over. And mates just hang up, and I went, pass it here. And it was this African dude, and he's like, first of all, he's trying to sell stuff online, then he's trying to sell a gold mine. And I was taking the piss out of him for half an hour. I was using all different accents, and he's going, sir, I can't understand what you're saying. I can't understand your accent. What race are you? And I went, hey, laddie, that's because I'm mixed race. Say, have you got any Hungarian in you? And he went, no, I've not got any Hungarian in me. Why? I said, do you want some? And he went absolute apeshit over the phone. And then he hung up. And my mate's in the background trying not to laugh.
He's told you he's gonna have cardinal knowledge with everything you have, including your sister, your goat, your dog, and your cat, and everything. I was like, well, wait a minute.
Yeah,
I don't have a goat. I don't have a goat. Oh, you have a goat? I don't have a goat.
Yeah, he's saying he owns a gold mine in Africa and everything. And I went, that is very good, sir, because my new Chinese contact now owns you and your gold mine. We buy them. And he's going apeshit. I'm just sitting there laughing. And he's going, what do you mean China's buying up Africa? And I went, look at the news, dude. Look at the news. Go look up at the news and then phone me back. And it's like...
I'm not.
Serious, it's like... You see this?
Oh, I had fun with the knee braces. We got something over here called the Medicaid scam.
Yeah.
Which Medicaid is what we've got for health insurance. And what they do is they call up and they try to get you to get these knee braces using your Medicaid. After about 5 minutes of listening to this stupid dickhead, I finally had enough. Like, dude, I just came back from Afghanistan. I don't have legs. What good is your knee brace going to do me? Click. Another one, ADT. We want to sell you. We would like to protect your home for only $39.99 a month, and you can tell us a freaking foreigner too. We will protect your house. Can you protect a bridge? I live under a bridge. I mean, I don't want somebody stealing my bridge. So if you keep somebody from stealing my bridge, I mean, I'll be more than willing to pay you $40 a month for that. ADT again 2 weeks later. If somebody
I'd
breaks
one
into
like
your
that.
home and you're not home, what will happen? My dogs will keep them there, or they'll kill them. My dog will kill whoever breaks into my house. Well, if you're laying on the floor and you're in a position where you need CPR, will your dogs be able to go over and hit the button? I go, lady, if I'm laying on the floor and I need CPR and I can't, and the dogs can't hit the button, you know what? I'm not going to be in a position to hit the button either. I'm dead. Call the coroner.
Yeah, I had one of those ones, for home insurance phoning me up. And I said, how are you going to stop the people from taking my house away? And they went, what people? And I went, the trash men. And they went, why? Where are you living? And I went, in a bin behind McDonald's. And they went, absolute ape.
I got to remember that one. I got to remember that one. I'm going to use that one.
I was like, yeah, there's these angry men. They keep coming round every week trying to take me home away from me. I'm going on with this sob story and it's all bullshit. It lasted for about half an hour, this call. And then I said, yeah, I'm living in the bin behind McDonald's. And they hung up. And they're sounding concerned and everything. It's like, oh, you poor person. That is awful.
I love the ones that try to keep selling me motorcycles. They go through the whole spiel. They waste 5 minutes of their time before they even bother to ask me if I even own a motorcycle. And it's like, I'm going, well, I don't know. Can you give me full coverage insurance on a 2004 Schwinn? Congratulations. You have won yourself a trip to Hawaii. All you have to do is answer these 3 simple questions. Usually, by the time it's all said and done, I'm a gay donkey with a 2-headed stepson.
Another one is, it sounds like, if they're in one of those office buildings, they say, right, what floor are you on? And they'll be like, I'm on the 2nd floor. I go, yeah, what's the highest floor in the company you're working at? And I say, oh, it's got like 9 floors. I go right to the top then, go right to the roof. I want to know what it's like. And while you're up there, jump off.
I had one call me up. It was so blatant. It was somebody from Nigeria. And it was such a blatant scam, it wasn't funny. Hello, today I am calling you from Microsoft due to the fact that we owe you money and we would like to pay you back. Okay, one, Microsoft never gives anybody any money back. Well, I listen to this jackass for about 30 seconds. I said, so what do I have to give you? Well, your name, your number, your home phone number, your credit card number, your address, and your driver's license number. I said, sure, fine. You can go to jail for me and get my credit score up above fucking 590. He hung up.
You know that bit where they ask for the credit card number?
I usually give a gift card number.
I'm going to give them a number, but what I normally do is, like the barcode on the beer can? I usually read that out to them. With a load of numbers. I deliberately waste the time just for the fun of it. And they'll be like, sir, the information you are giving me, it is not working in the computer. It is not registering. I'll go, try it again. And then I'll read it out again, and I'll hear them typing it and everything. And I'll go, "You're typing it right, aren't you? Do you know what you're doing?" And I'll be taking the piss. And I've noticed that they always phone me up around like afternoon and that, and I'll usually be like sitting with my mates when they phone me up, and my mates will be there, and I'm like putting my hand over my mouth and shh, shh, like at them, because they'll be like in hysterics laughing.
Hello. This is the Social Security office. We are unfortunately having to call you to inform you that your Social Security number has currently been suspended. Please press 1 to find out why. Please
Beep.
press 2 to hang out and continue to have your Social Security number suspended. Hello, my name is Abdul from the Social Security office. May I please have your name?
Hello, my name is Sanjit from Technical Support.
You
No.
suspended my Social Security number, therefore I'm dead. I don't owe taxes. I don't owe anything. I'm dead. My warrants are null and void. I'm dead. Please make sure that everybody knows that not having a Social Security number in the United States of America means that I'm dead. Thank you. You save me $1,000 every year. Thank you. And please make sure my Social Security number stays canceled from now on. Thank you and have a nice day.
Hello, this is Sanjit from Technical Support. It turns out your computer has a virus on it. It is sending out all your information, but we can fix this for you for a reasonable fee. Just $49.95. Quick question. How can my computer have a virus on it when I don't own a computer? Sir, it is showing that the virus is coming from your property. Well, that's odd. I live in a tent. What do you mean you live in a tent? How do you get Wi-Fi? How do you get electric? Usually I just wait for the sparks to fly out of my arse and catch them. And go, yeah, I've actually just thought of a genius business idea. I need like a thing set up, so like all these telemarketers, all their like numbers get sent to me, like the calls get redirected to me, and people pay me to answer it for them and stop them from bothering them.
That is a great business idea.
And then at the same time, I could live stream the conversations I'm having with these telemarketers and like put them on YouTube and Patreon and all that.
Yeah, see, what I want to do is I want to start. And another YouTuber gave me the idea. I can't think of her name right now. God, she is awesome at it. And she's another voice actor. But she literally calls them up out of her spam folder. And that's what I'm going to start doing. I'm going to start calling them up out of my spam folder. Because you always have a 1-800 number.
Yeah.
They always have a toll-free number. I'm going to start calling them up and asking them some of the most ridiculous questions they've ever heard in their fucking lives. And I'm going to tape it. Because it's going to be so much fun. Now, whether or not it's funny or not, doesn't matter. It's just going to be so much fun. It's going to waste so much of their time. And the thing is, the more time I waste, the less time they have to fucking steal somebody else's money. That's the whole point of it right there. So I'm going to start doing that on my channel. Maybe you can start doing that on your channel. Maybe everybody else in our little family can start doing it on their channels because we all got great senses of humor. I know OP3 does. He'd have a field day with it. But and Dark Stonebender, he'd have a ball. doing stuff like this. I mean, the more of their time we waste, that's less money they can steal from the elderly. So we're actually doing a community service. Like,
Yeah,
fuck
no, basically, I'd have to like get a new SIM card for my phone because this one, I reckon, I'm banned from all the call centers by now. Because I've not had one phone in like 2 weeks now. So I must have done something right.
You know how you get yourself back in there? I'll tell you how you get the SIM card back in there. Reply to a couple of those unsubscribe emails you get in your spam folder. Make a couple phone calls to the shit that's in your spam email. I guarantee you'll be right back in the mix all over again.
No, I'll just sign up to some survey sites.
It only takes 2 phone calls. I stopped getting the big debit cards. Ones that are worth $8.5 million each. I stopped getting them for a while, and I went back because I saved one. And I emailed them. Where's my debit card? Now I'm getting them again. I mean, I saved an email months ago. I just haul up, email this guy back out of the loop. Where's my gift card? You got all my information. Where's my gift card? You got my money. Where's my gift card? I mean, I can drive to JFK National Airport and pick it up. I mean, I do have a cargo van. I can pick it up. In a cargo van, it's safer than a armored car because armored cars stick out. Regular minivans, they just don't. My cargo van won't. It just looks like everybody else's work truck. It's just a plain white van. It just sits there. Nobody looks at it because it looks like it's supposed to be there, no matter where I put it. That's why the park rangers don't mess with it. The police don't mess with it. When I'm spending the night somewhere, I'm not supposed to be. You know, where's my 2 boxes of money? I mean, I'll come pick them up. That's no problem. I'll drive there and come pick them up. I have no problem with that.
You know those ones where they phone you up and they say, "Oh yeah, you've got to pay so much to get so much money back." I'll say, "Yeah, prove to me it's not a scam. Put like 10% of it on a table and set fire to it and send me the video, and then I'll send you the cash for it."
Yeah, I asked one of them to send me a picture. And he did. He sent me a picture back of what these 2 footlookers look like. And they're these freaking like $15 footlookers you buy at your local store. And I'm sorry. I know what $1 million looks like in $100 bills. I know what £1 million looks like. It would take 30 of them to hold $1 million in pounds. It would. Even pound sterling, it would take 30 of them.
Yeah.
It's like, well, you, and I emailed them back. I said, well, you just showed me $250,000. Where's the rest of it? Oh, no, I assure you, these are the only 2 cases there are. Oh, well, that's not $8.5 million. That's only 250. There can't be more than that. Well, I know what $1 million in cold hard cash looks like. I sleep on $1 million in cold hard cash. That's not what $1 million in cold hard cash looks like. You talk about an email flurry after that. I had him convinced I slept on $1 million. I kept it on for freaking almost 2 months. Like, You're not showing me where the money's at. You're showing me pocket change. Where's the money? I'm not doing shit until you show me where the money's at. I want you to show me $8.5 million in cold hard cash, because $8.5 million in cold hard cash ain't gonna fit in them 2 boxes. It just ain't. It can't. It won't. It's not possible. The most you can fit in one of them things is $115,000. Trust me, I know. I tried. My butler tried. He didn't do any better than me. Where's the rest of the money? You're holding out on me. You're lying to me. You're stealing from me. Maybe I should call JFK International and get it took care of myself, because I can do that. I'm a U.S. citizen. Are you? Bless their hearts, the people at JFK International love fucking with these people.
As far as I'm concerned, they deserve it to try to scam people.
Yeah. And bless her, the head of security at JFK International Airport called this son of a bitch and goes, well, we found part of the consignment, but we don't have the rest of it. Where'd you take it? They hadn't cleared customs yet. You're now in violation of international law, and we have Scotland law looking for you, because you stole a whole lot of money. Where's it at?
I find the funniest one is, like when you're like, they've clocked on that you're taking the piss, and like somewhere like one of these like third world countries where they're all starving, and they start trying to use the sob story. Yeah, there's people here starving to death, and they go, yeah, it's the same here, and then they explain like the current political situation, with food banks and everything. And everyone going, oh yeah, that's terrible. I'd send you some cash if I could. I went, well, you're offering 5 minutes ago, so what's fucking changed?
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, it's like people phone up like the UK thinking like it's a rich country when it isn't.
No, it's not. It's not a big country.
I know, but it's like the only rich people in the country are all like in London, and then it's like because that's where the only like jobs are. Outside of London, it's all like every job you see, it's all like these 0-hour contracts. And they do that so they can like, get away with like not paying people like the minimum wage or anything.
It's the same way here in America. As a construction worker, I barely make minimum wage. And I don't even make a living wage. Because, when my job's done, it's done. And I don't get a full 8 hours every day, 40 hours a week. I don't have a 40-hour work week. Some of my work weeks are only 21 hours. Some of them are less than 100. And I got to pay for fuel and everything else. I don't make enough to live on. I don't. I'm sitting here starving all the time, time. I'm hungry. I got to go to the food bank, but I can't. I don't have a running fucking car. So I'm sitting here, I'm going, all right, you rich motherfuckers are bitching because you got a freaking not buy a Mercedes this year. And a poor bastard like me is going, well, what about my empty fucking fridge, you jackass? What am I supposed to fucking do? I work. What do? You sit on your ass and tell people what to fucking do. And bang your secretary. Because you hired a prostitute to be your fucking secretary. Fucking hypocrite piece of shit.
Yeah. It's like I've been self-employed now for like over 10 years. And the last time I went looking for a job, I went in a job centre. And what they were saying about, like the benefits and that, what you get in this country, they're saying like, oh yeah, you've got to wait like 2 months before you get your first payment. And I'm like, yeah, what am I supposed to do for food for them? And they're like, oh, you've got to figure that out for yourself, can't you lend off anyone? And you've got to attend all these like meetings and go on these courses. And I'm like, yeah, hold on, I'm supposed to look for work when I'm on these courses. And it's like,
yeah, 2 months without food? I don't fucking think so.
Yeah, so what I did is I started going bow hunting, and I'll do it in the morning before the job centre interview, and I'll take a load of like what I've caught into the job centre with me. I'll be like taking dead pheasants in, dead rabbits, and everything. I'd be popping them on the table next to like me signing on book.
There you go.
The woman in there who was like having to like do all the paperwork, she absolutely hated it. And they'd be going, no, you can't bring that in here, so I'm not leaving me food outside. You expect me to fucking starve? And it's like, literally, it's like, the hunting rules we've got over here, they're a fucking joke. It's illegal to use snares, it's illegal to like do any hunting whatsoever, but still do it.
Yeah.
You go, oh, you need a license.
You can report them, but it won't do any fucking good.
Well, the way I see it is if you're starving and they arrest you for hunting food, they've got to put you in a cell and then give you food.
Yeah.
So either way, you're still going to eat, aren't you? Although the stuff of hunting usually tastes better than what you get in the cells.
Well, at least they stopped doing what they did in the 1800s, which was they put you on a boat and send you to Australia and put you in slave labor in Australia, which was kind of harsh.
Yeah, look at
They do that over a freaking 5 pence piece. They're like, what? Slave labor for the last 25 years over 5 pence? Yeah.
Yeah, well, look at it now.
Just that.
Yeah. Yeah, but look at it now, the irony. It's at one point you had to have a criminal record to get into Australia. Now if you've got one, they won't let you in.
Oh, they accept me. Oh, they welcome me with open fucking arms. And I've got experience with explosives. I'm a shoo-in. I had to transport nitroglycerine. I had a Class 3 permit. Actually, 2. I had one for explosives and one for fully automatic weapons.
Sweet.
I'll let both of them expire. One, I don't need a fully automatic weapon. I have no use for it. Yeah, it was fun to go out there and play with it, but damn, that permit's expensive. Not to mention that the cost of the all damn ammunition. And 2, the one for explosives, that one's outrageous.
Yeah.
And I just said to hell with it. I'm not carrying nitro no more. I done 5 years of this shit and didn't get blown up. I'm not pushing my luck no more. I'm not doing it. I just quit. You got 1 month to find another driver. And I'm getting up behind the wheel. That was it. That was the bloody end of that job.
What was the pay like?
$450 an hour.
Not bad.
Not bad. That's good money. I was pulling in $30,000 a week.
Yeah.
I just decided after 5 years, it wasn't worth my life. I couldn't have a girlfriend. I couldn't have a relationship. I alienated myself away from my family because I told them this job is going to kill me. Literally. And I still have no contact with my family. We were not able to fix that bridge. We weren't able to rebuild that. And it was, 6 years after that, before I finally felt safe enough to have a girlfriend. That's how bad that job scared me. I was scared shitless every minute I was behind the wheel of that truck.
Yeah.
Carrying enough freaking nitroglycerine to take out a mountain, which is 8 ounces. It's always carried 8 ounces of cargo. That's it. Every trip, 8 ounces.
Yeah.
That's a lot of nitro. That's a whole lot of nitro. If I'd have had an accident, that truck would have blew and nobody around me would have been alive. There would have been a 500-foot blast radius, despite the armored truck. I couldn't do it no more. I loved the money. I hated the fucking job. I wanted to go back to making fast food tacos, burritos for Taco Bell.
Yeah.
I had more fun there. That was an enjoyable job. Everybody listening right now that thinks driving a truck packed full of explosives, making $30,000 a week is a good job. Let me tell you right now, it's not. That is one of the scariest, most dangerous jobs you could have. If it does not kill you, your blood pressure will, and then it will kill you. Don't do it. That's one of them jobs you actually already have to have a death wish.
Yeah.
To sign up for. You've already got to want to die to even sign up for that job. I mean, it's that scary. Then I haul off freaking 3 years ago, I went to work for Sunset Fireworks. I'm moving boxes of explosives around. All the fireworks displays you see us shooting off on the 4th of July.
Yeah.
I handled all the explosives for the St. Louis metropolitan area. All of them.
Sweet.
I loaded all the explosives in the trucks. I set the barrier up. And then I loaded all the mortars in. I actually liked that job because I handled more non-explosive stuff than explosive stuff. I did like that job. I got to run around my little 50 turbo Bobcat and use it as a forklift and load and unload mortars. That was my job. Run that little lift. I didn't have to drive something that would knock out freaking 5 city blocks. However, on occasion, I had to handle boxes of stuff that would blow me up. Because I got to tell you, when you got a box that got a 10-inch mortar in it, them are the big ones.
Yeah.
If one of them accidentally goes off, they're not going to find much of you when it goes off. They're not going to find much of you at all. The only saving grace of either one of those two jobs, if something bad would go wrong, it'd be an instant death.
Yeah.
Wouldn't feel it. Yeah, I need to check this. Oh, Floyd. I got Floyd in the side hangout over here.
Yeah.
Yeah. He can't jump in. He's going through some really bad shit.
I think that's happening to everyone at the moment.
Say that again?
I think that's happening to everyone at the moment.
No, Floyd's on an extreme.
Yeah.
Floyd's on an extreme. I don't know why Cowboys would jump back in yet. That's kind of odd.
Trying to think, what time is it there now?
That's me.
It's like 6:20 in the morning here.
Yeah, how much sleep are you going to have before you go to work?
Well, since I'm self-employed, I don't really need to worry about that.
Oh, yeah. Duh.
Just as long as my boss doesn't find me drinking and smoking pot again. He's a right hard ass on me. He wants me to share it with him. Oh wait, that's the mirror I'm thinking about, because I'm my own boss. Oh, I feel wrecked right now.
I'm hoping Cowboy jump back in, but yeah, it's 12:22 a.m. I got to get a little bit of sleep before work tomorrow, but I'm not too worried about it. I got another hour or so left in me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Our apologies, everybody. Every once in a while, we have to take care of our phone business that pops up. And the stuff that pops up on Hangouts, we cannot sit there and just flat out ignore it. Under normal circumstances, it would not only be 2 people on the panel. There would normally be 4 or 5 or maybe 8 people on here. Oh, wait, I'm limited to 7 on my channel. But tonight, this should be a Therion, so we've got to handle business, whether it be the phone, the bathroom, or a beer run. And so I want to apologize for all the little short spots of dead air, which I have to tell you as a radio broadcaster, that is the worst thing you could possibly have. But unfortunately, due to circumstances, we can't bloody help it. It's one of them things that happens. Cowboy from our sister channel has something going on that he had to take care of and could not stay on the show tonight. And I have no idea where everybody else I invited went, but that's okay. I made OP3 mad the other night. I said a bunch of stuff to him that I really shouldn't have, but I was drunk on Jack Daniels. And when I watched the replay, I'm going, he did not say anything wrong. I reacted because the Jack Daniels said to react, and that's my fault. That's on me, not him.
Yeah, I did say something like that to him, like after the stream. So I think he'd been drinking and stuff, like after I'd listened back, to see it's like if I'd missed it.
Now, what he said was his joke was fine.
Yeah.
And
I thought
I took it completely wrong because I was drinking Jack Daniels. If I would have been just drinking beer, it would have been freaking fine. But no, I've been drinking Jack. You're like, no, all right, no more Jack Daniels on a live stream. I get stupid and ignorant. Take shit the wrong way. And I sent him an invite, but he didn't come on. And I was hoping he would so I could apologize to him voice to voice on the air. But he did not, so. But there will be other opportunities. There will be more shows. This is not the only one I'm doing this month.
Yeah. I've just thought something like, how many feminists does it take to screw in a light bulb? None. They'd rather just sit in the dark blaming the patriarchy for the rest of their lives.
I was going to say the one bitch dead or old man.
There is another answer for that one where it's 9. 8 to sit in the dark complaining and blaming men for all the problems, and 1 to phone up a boyfriend to do the job.
That's it up. I love it though. Show us one more and then we're going to shut the show down. I have to get some sleep.
You know what happens when Diane Abbott jumps up in the air?
Well,
She gets stuck. She gets stuck.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, that voice changing, like, app thing, it's like, records people. I'm definitely going to have to look into that.
Well, you know what happens when somebody sticks a finger up Simon Cowell's asshole, right?
Go ahead.
They get the golden buzzer. I know that one was terrible. Hey, Simon, I told you I was going to get you one night. I just did. We're going to end our show on that one tonight, guys. Therion's got to get a little bit of sleep sometime tonight, and so do I. It's way, way early in the morning for him right now. And he's been going hard at it all day. I know I've been watching him in the hangout. He's been a warrior all day long. And I've got to get up and I've got to go to work tomorrow.
You're keeping me up too.
And I'm keeping Debbie up too. She's got to get her beauty sleep. Lord knows she needs plenty of it. So, all that said, and I'm probably going to smack soon as I get with an arm for each.
You are.
Oh!
It's been a good stream so far tonight.
Ashley, you made it through this entire stream without one blowout. Not one.
And thanks to everyone who came in chat and everything, even though I couldn't see what you're saying.
You know, I'm going to have to go through and rewatch this tomorrow and figure out what I'm actually going to title it. It's going to be interview with Therion.
You could just put chilling with Therion.
Yeah, we can do that. I mean, that's pretty much what it is, really, chilling with Therion. And then in the description below, I got to figure all the topics we're going to hit. Then below that, I'm going to hit tags just so I can drive up the views.
Oh yeah, put a link. Yeah, put a link in, description as well to like my channel. Because then that'll bring it up, if someone searches for my channel, it'll also bring up this video.
Ah. Actually, you have to link this video to yours.
Yeah, I'll do that in a bit. I'm thinking of setting up like a public playlist, with links to like live streams I've been on.
Yeah, there you go.
They're not usually do that.
I'd like to figure out what kind of tags I'm going to put underneath there.
Jokes, comedy, parody, random shit.
Yeah, pretty much.
420. Booze. You can put vodka, rum, beer, amaretto, Jägermeister as well.
Well, I know one thing we can leave out of it. That's the Mandela effect.
Another tag you can use is Brexit.
Oh, yeah. That'll get some attention.
That and Change UK and Labour. Because I made jokes out of them, so I think it's only fair they hear them.
Now that's fucking funny. Therion, do you have my email?
Yeah.
All right. Email the info. Tomorrow morning when I'm on my way to work, I'm taking my laptop with me. And I'm going to get all the changes made to this video, the script, everything else.
That I could do it through that. I could do it through the Hangouts.
Well, you can do that. You can do it that way too. I think we have a private hangout.
Yeah, because that'd probably be easier. Because my phone's not that good when it comes to emails.
Yeah, I'm taking my laptop with me tomorrow to work. And I'll get all the changes made tomorrow morning.
Cool. Which will be tonight, my time.
Yeah, it'll be out.
Yeah, because I'm like 8 hours in the future from you. I think.
All right. Night, every. Hey. I can't spell everybody. Oh, bear with me here, okay? I cannot spell. I'm just
Yeah.
I can't spell for shit.
I'm the same. I've got that dyslexia thing.
It's so fun when you listen to people that aren't dyslexic spell something and you go, that's not how it's spelled. You look it up in the dictionary going, oh, fuck me.
I usually just use autocorrect for everything.
What's bad is I'll hit the microphone on my phone, little Google microphone, ask it how to spell something. It's figured out my spelling and speech pattern so well. It spells it when it spells it dyslexically so I can spell it right when I type it on something else.
I'm just used to it. Every time I type something out, it's got red lines under it. So I've got to click on every word, go through it.
Oh, it's real bad on my laptop because on my laptop my space button doesn't work for the shit. So the last 3 sentences I just said to you, there is not one single space. So now I've got to sit there and find all the spaces in every freaking thing and just hammer that damn thing. I'm like, what the fuck? What is up with this shit? I shouldn't have to do this crap. When I'm sitting here with this freaking touchpad thing that I haven't figured out how to use yet because I hate these things. And then I'm sitting there playing Woody the Woodpecker on my freaking spacebar to make it work. God darn, I feel like I freaking mixed between Woody the Woodpecker and Dumbo the Elephant. And at some point it's going to be like, you know what? I want to buy another keyboard. I want to buy another brand new keyboard. I've only had this keyboard 2 months.
Oh, I've got piles of keyboards here.
Oh, the ones that are built into laptops? Oh, they were fun to find. Let me tell you.
Yeah, I've also got computer laptops, like the proper computer keyboards, gaming keyboards, everything. Got piles of them.
Oh,
Not
you
sure
mean you got one of them? You got one of them clicky keyboards?
Yes.
Loud noise. Yeah. By the way, we're still alive.
Yeah, I've got a few of them.
Ew, I'd love to have one. I can't afford them. They want a fortune for them damn things over here. I'm going, what? You want $300 for a freaking keyboard? I pick them damn things up out of the trash for free all the time. You want $300 for a keyboard just because it lights up?
Best one is, when companies got out businesses or shops, just walk around the back of them, to where the dumpsters are. You always find tons of computers and stuff there.
Oh, I dumpster dive all the time, but here in America, we don't throw computers away. We don't.
Yeah.
We take them to a recycling center, and they get packed up in a freaking shipping container and sent over to China.
Yeah, then they get all the hard drives, get all your information off them, and try and blackmail you with them.
Yeah.
That's why it's like whenever I've had a computer that's broken stuff, I always take the hard drive out and smash it to pieces.
You know, before putting it in the trash, just
I
so
run
no one would be able
I'll,
to.
I'll sit there and I'll take the hard drive and I'll format that thing long form the hard way in EST4. That takes a long time on some of these hard drives. And I mean a damn long hard time. And it's like, you won't get a damn thing back off of it. You will not get a single Windows file off of a hard drive that's been reformatted to the EST4 file system. Not one. It's not possible. I know I've had friends try. They got $500,000 and $600,000 software program going. Yeah, I can do that. Yeah, you got me a test drive? Sure, there it is. Make it so I can't get the data off of it. No sweat.
Also, like, get me heat gun out, you know, and just melt down the metal.
Yep.
Because those discs, you know, inside like hard drives, when you heat them up, they just look proper trippy. The colours what go on them, you know, like after they've been burned.
No, just dismantle them, take the platins out of them. They're called platins for a reason. They're coated in platinum.
Yeah.
It's only like 2 microns thick, but hell, that's money. It's not like the good old days of the MFMs where it was 12 micron.
Yeah.
You can get a lot of money out of them.
Well, I've got like 2 boxes here, and they've got like 60 hard drives in. None of them work. And I found one of the cheapest ways to get hard drives is, you know, like TV boxes, you know, like Sky, Virgin, all that, you know, where they've got TiVo.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've got computer hard drives in them, usually about 500 gigabyte.
Yeah.
They're okay if you're using them, you know, like as like external storage. But
So
no
what
good, you know, for using like.
Because I've got an external adapter here where I can plug him in as an external hard drive. I can recover the drive itself, just not the data.
Yeah, you can also put them, you know, in your computer. So you've got like your normal hard drive with your operating system on.
Yeah.
And it will just show up as like extra hard drive.
Yeah, because they record a different file system and everything else. You just got to reformat them.
Yeah.
And you got a perfectly good hard drive when you're done. Yeah, that DVR data, that's recorded as something really weird. I don't know what it is, but yeah. So you probably got you got probably 60 good hard drives sitting there.
I thought that, but after testing them all, they won't like reformat no matter what you do.
Well, if you hook him up to an external connector, you got to pull the freaking jumper cable out.
I know.
There's a little jumper wire. You got to pull that out. It won't work. Cable select don't work either. Not on a freaking external adapter. But if you put them in a desktop computer, 4-core, 3.5 gig, you might be able to get it to come up.
Yeah.
And be able to format it. They got some serious freaking weird shit on them for the boot record. I don't know what it is.
I don't use them just, you know, like for saving games on.
Well, you know, I use my 60 gig hard drive. I yanked out of a laptop. I formatted that thing. I used that for playing old antique video games. Well, you know that. We went through that before.
Yeah, I've got
Right.
6 hard drives, and all they've got on them is like Nintendo games.
It's almost 1 o'clock in the morning. Come on.
Yeah. I mean, the old games, the old ROMs.
Yeah.
I love doing that shit. Anyway, we're going to go back. Sorry, Therion. But I've got to make the old lady happy. I've got to try to make my body happy. And we're going to try to end this show yet one more time.
Yeah, that's cool. Good night, mate. Yeah, I'm gonna get going now anyway. I need to do a beer run.
All right, Therion, do your outro. I know you got one.
Yeah. Yeah, bye everyone. And well, I remember. That's some good stuff. Right, I'm off. See ya.
Hey, see you, Therion. Ladies and gentlemen, you have a good night. Remember, do not drink and drive. And do not partake in think about getting behind the wheel. Please put your phones down while you're driving, because playing Star Trek Fleet Command while driving is not acceptable behavior. I have to work on my wife's ex-husband on that one. He must have killed somebody today. And do remember, as much as we love our live streams, we do have families outside of YouTube. Cowboy does. Maybe the rest of us should. And I need to go take care of my wife. If you have children in the house and this is your life, well, I'm not sure what to say yet, but do seek some help. And remember, the chickens do lay eggs. You need to collect them every morning. The cows do eat milk. And the dogs do need food.
And my mouse is over here trying to drink my beer again.
And mice like beer.
But that's a story for a different live stream.
Now, having said all of that, do know that I'm
What
full
are
of
you
shit.
doing?
I can't tell you what to do. You're all adults. But the mouse drinking beer is kind of cute.
Note to self, get a load of mice, get some beer, and watch them all get pissed. And that's my plans for today sorted.
Everybody, y'all have a great night.
Bye, everyone.